Hello, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2020-2021 Boys Basketball Banquet. Unfortunately, we cannot be together, so this banquet will be done virtually. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all the administration, the facilities department, the transportation department, all the coaches, the players, and their parents for a wonderful and successful season. We could not have done this without you. In this video, you're going to hear a lot about the successes of each player. But I want to stress that this season would not have happened without the sacrifices of everybody around them as well. Thank you for letting us have this wonderful season in the middle of this pandemic. I know that this season meant a lot to me personally, along with our coaches, and thank you again for everything you did.
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Millard, freshman boys basketball coach, and I want to thank all the parents, players, facilities workers, administration, and everyone that contributed to this season being possible. We didn't think we were going to have a season, and so at the freshman level, our mentality was, we're just going to be grateful for whatever we get. Whatever practice that we have, whatever game that we get to play in was an opportunity that we didn't know when the next one would come. And so this whole year we played with that sort of mentality and that attitude, and I think that it really lended to how we played as a team, and that we were playing every game as to leave it all out on the floor because we didn't know when that was going to be taken away from us, if at all. Luckily, we were one of the only teams who dodged a team quarantine, so I don't know how that worked out, but for the most part, we had some individuals who had to take some time off because of COVID, but ultimately as a team, we dodged that entirely. So I know that we were incredibly grateful and thankful to have an amazing season, which this team really did. To end up 15-5 is outstanding. I could not be more proud of this group than I already am. There's so many great characters. They're great young men. They worked hard day in and day out, and that was our team mentality, which was that we were going to show up and get better every single day. That was our goal every single day. We talked about it, we referenced it, and we really pushed the needle on how hard we could work as the season progressed. And I think that we saw that through the success that we experienced as well. And so this group worked hard. I believe that this group has the opportunity to really bring home championships to Rocky River in this program again in the future. I'm excited that I get to watch them grow and develop as players and just become these super talented young men like I know they can be. So this was a super fun season. We had a great year, a lot of laughs, we worked hard, and yeah, like I said, I could not be more thankful for everything that we got to experience. And so I would just say, guys, make sure that we continue to push the envelope and work hard. If you want to see those dreams and those realities come true like we had talked about, and we want to see a lot of the success that I know that you think and we all believe is possible, then you've got to put in the work and put in the effort. So continue to come to open gym, in the off season when you don't have to. Continue to put your guys to be in the weight room and to challenge one another, because the worst thing you could do is graduate with potential. So you have so much of it right now. So make sure that you push one another to unlock that, and that you work together to make sure that you achieve that. And I just could not be more proud of this group. So thank you to everybody again who made this season possible, and we look forward to the next one. Go Pirates.
Good evening, Rocky River basketball JV fans. I'm Coach Sanders, head basketball coach of the JV team. Thank you for viewing in on this as we present our season-ending recap, I guess. Tough part about this season, of course, was making sure everybody stayed healthy. Fortunately for us, we did stay healthy. We had family members that came down with it, coaches that came down with it, but none of our players, luckily, knock on wood, came down with COVID this season. We were able to get 18 games in out of the 21 possible. My only regret is we didn't get to play Elyria Catholic this year, and we didn't get to go to the Shaw tournament in my hometown of East Cleveland. But other than that, it was a fun group to work with. Social distancing forced us to practice away from the varsity for the most part this year. I only had 7 or 8 guys. I had 9 at one point, but a couple got hurt, and other unfortunate circumstances came about, so I was down to 7. We made do with what we had, worked on a lot of drills. Wouldn't have known it, but we shot a lot in practice. We ended up 5-13. We had a stretch where we just couldn't score, losing 7 in a row after we scored 48 points against Valley Forge to push our record to about 4-6. We then lost 7 in a row, unfortunately. A lot of close scores, but just a lot of low-scoring games. Our biggest issue at times was turnovers and just not making shots. So you don't have to worry, parents. Your kids aren't going to be future bartenders. I thought we were going to have trouble, giving out presents for Easter because, we couldn't make baskets. Then I thought, maybe we should have a class here at the school with wickering so we could learn to make baskets. But fortunately, our final game against Fairview, all of a sudden we exploded for 64 points. And that was a nail biter, which we won 64-63. Probably our biggest surprise or our biggest exciting games were after we were out for 10 days for COVID protocol due to another team having COVID. We came back and had 2 straight buzzer beaters, one against Holy Name and the other against Normandy. So those were 2 fun games to coach in. Our kids worked hard. They gave their best effort, and that's all we asked. It's just unfortunate our record didn't reflect how hard our work paid off. Okay. So with that, I'll just introduce our team and what milestones they may have made during this season. First, we have Julian Patty. He was a freshman. He was truly a chatty Patty. He was our most talkative kid. Understood situations. Was always talking the game. It was a lot of fun to be around. The kids always chided him for his laughter and his smile, especially at the free throw line. Then we have Max Scott, sophomore guard. Mac hit some threes for us during the season. Played pretty good defense and got better as the year went on. Then we have our most improved player and probably our best individual defender was Dennis Zotage. Dennis played for the first time organized basketball as a junior here at the high school and really improved since the start of the summer. If you'd seen him from the start of the summer workouts to now, it was just an amazing difference. I'm really proud of Dennis. Dennis gave everything he had, hustled, probably led the team in deflections, probably led the team in loose ball pickups, and probably led the team in trying to take the most charges, but unfortunately a lot of them weren't called. Then we have Sincere Williams. He was our top free throw shooter. Percentage-wise, he had 71% free throws, improved his shooting, and played hard, played smart, and tried to give his best effort all the time. We have Evan Giusti. He's a sophomore center. He improved as the season went along, got a little more aggressive and scoring inside, looking to take his shot. We just have to find a way to get him to get the ball in the basket, but we enjoyed having Evan around. Then we have Marshall Walker, sophomore guard, forward, could play inside or outside. Marshall ended up leading the team in most points scored with 106. He's also the guy we call Mr. Electric because he took the most charges. He had 6 charges on the year, and if anybody knows Marshall, to think he would have taken 6 charges is an amazing stat for him, and I'm very proud of him for doing that. He also led the team in most threes with 12. We have Gavin O'Brien, who split time between us and the varsity. Unfortunately, we couldn't play him 4 quarters because he was our high-energy guy, but the 3 quarters he would play with us, he gave it his all. The games he was able to play 4 quarters for us made a big difference in terms of offense, defense, and just harassing opponents. Zach Wersch, also a varsity split-time guy. Zach played with us, had a tough season with us, but gave his best efforts, played as hard as he could. We're happy for that. Unfortunately, Ian Walsh got injured midway through the season, hurt his foot, had a stress fracture, and he was starting to improve before he got hurt, and it was unfortunate that he had to miss half the season. Plus, it made it tough. He was our 8th guy for a while. We would go 4-on-4 at practice. We missed him a great deal. Will DeClerc, another varsity swing guy, played mostly JV, got in a little bit for varsity, but Will, led our team in rebounds, blocks, free throws made, most free throws attempted, and he also had the most field goals on the team. He was second in scoring with 104 points. But Will really played strong and well. We just have to, hopefully get him a little more aggressive to be a force next year with Robbie Lang on the varsity, and that'll be a great combination. We have Finn Hart, who played hard all season long, and then all of a sudden in the Fairview game had his best game of the season, 10 points, hit a couple threes, a couple free throws, provided a lot of energy for us. We're really proud to have had Finn on the team. And then Stan Hewler played a little bit for us. He played about 2 or 3 games midway through the season, and became an all-varsity player. But while he was there, he averaged 6 points for us, and we really appreciate his leadership and contributions to our team. So that's basically our season. Like I said, we were 4-6. We lost 7 in a row. Luckily, we ended up closing out the season with a win. I was impressed with our games against St. Ed's. We played hard against them. Our game against Brunswick was a tough game, but a good challenge for our guys. We got to take a trip down to Norwayne and played an exciting game there. See a little bit different part of Ohio, and that was fun. And just finding games to play, getting through this season. I'm just happy our guys were able to get through it healthy, and hopefully they had fun. Losing's tough, but it's what you make of the situation that makes you the better person in the end. So that's all I have to say for now. I look forward to coaching next year if they'll let me. I'd love to thank the other coaches on the staff, Coach Millard, Coach Murray, Coach Kolwitz, and Coach Hendrickson. They make the 4-month-long season go very quickly with their knowledge, their fun, their joking around, just hanging out after games. I'd like to thank the maintenance people who take care of our gym, our bus drivers who are very supportive of us at games, especially Miss Tangela, who's always rooting and routing and yelling and cheering for us, home or away when she shows up, and it's great to have her. Our maintenance people set up the gyms, our scorekeepers, Joyce, Coach Millard, Coach Hammond, anybody that works behind the scenes. It's a great pleasure to have you all work on game day and us working together to provide a good environment. Thank you to the parents for changing schedules, supporting your sons, coming to games, and it was tough this year not having the students to have that extra background noise, but it's good to have the parents there. So hopefully we don't have to go through another year like this ever again. We can get back to regular basketball next year and have a lot of fun. Thank you to the freshman team for providing us with some scrimmage time, the varsity team for providing us with some scrimmage time when we could. It was good to face other people and not just have 7 guys at practice every day. So I wish everybody a great spring, a great summer. Hope to see everybody back next year trying out and have a successful season. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Hello everybody, I am Coach Kolwitz, better known as Coach K. First off, I just want to say a huge thank you to parents and the players for an eventful season this year. I know this season was not like any other season we've ever had with COVID. You guys did a great job of coming in every single day, staying safe, and being very productive both on the basketball court and in the classroom. So it was a great year. It was very enjoyable to get out of the house after being stuck in it during the spring and most of the summer with this COVID. So I really appreciate all the efforts that everybody did. So now I'm going to talk about some of the players this season. So the first player that I'm going to talk about is Ian. Ian, I know your season started off a little bit slow. You weren't totally ready for everything, at the varsity level right away, but you grew so much throughout the season, and by the end of the season, you were getting very meaningful minutes, and I know that you're going to put in the time and you're going to put in the effort in over the summer and in the off season, the fall, to get even better, and you're going to be playing a significant role next year for us. So I appreciate the day in, day out, all of the effort that you provided for this team, and it was really enjoyable to watch you grow. So thank you very much.
I'm going to talk about 3 juniors, 2 sophomores. So first up, we've got Braden Spees. Braden was an all-around contributor for us, one of our most important players. He's somebody that led us in scoring a bunch of times. Fantastic rebounder from the guard position, and usually drew a pretty tough assignment defensively as well. He's somebody that we really couldn't have done without this year. He had primary ball handling responsibilities. Also was counted on to score a bunch of times as well. So Braden had a really positive year. We're looking forward to what he's going to give us next year as a senior.
The next player is Justin, aka Mr. 5 Seconds. We like to joke about that. Justin missed somebody at 5 seconds. That happens. But he's the great thing about Justin. He takes it and he laughs about it. He doesn't hold it in. So it's a great attribute that you have, Justin. I thought you worked extremely hard throughout the season, and you made significant contributions to this team. And just like a lot of the players coming back next year, you're going to be looked at and asked to provide significant minutes and a role next year moving forward into your senior season. So Justin, you had a great attitude. You're like the life of the party. Everybody likes you. Everybody looks up to you. So continue to work hard, and you will do great things, my friend.
Next, we've got Tommy Beebe. Tommy was, a starter last year on varsity as well, and then continued that this year. He's a kid that just gives you everything that he has every game. Every time he steps out there, he's giving you 100% effort. I thought this year he really took a big step forward with his shooting and with his finishing as well. He got a lot better around the rim and was a more consistent shooter for us, which obviously led to more scoring. And then he's another kid that defensively, he's always physical, he's always strong, and he rebounds really, really well from his spot as well. So he's another kid that we really couldn't have done without, and thought he took a really positive step forward.
The next person I'm going to talk about is Zach. Now, Zach, I know you had a rougher season than you probably anticipated as well. But you know what? Your effort every single day was there. Every day you brought it. You guarded the hardest person probably to guard in the gym, Charlie. Every day you battled, you competed, you pushed Charlie, you got him better. For that, we are very grateful. You did a great job. Your attitude was always perfect. So I look forward to seeing you next year. I hope you continue to work. I hope you stick with this sport, and I think you can provide us some significant minutes and contributions next year.
Next is Patrick Lang. He's somebody that, really he was asked to do a lot of different things this year, including, early in the year he was asked to start the Normandy game and then guard their best player, and I thought he did a really good job with that. He accepted everything that came his way this year, and he's somebody that, there was games when he didn't play so much, there was games when he played a lot of minutes, and regardless of his role, when you looked over at the bench, he was always cheering on his teammates, he was always positive, and he always had energy, and that's something that I really thought he brought to our team that was very valuable for us. Is when he'd come off the bench, he brought a lot of energy with him, he brought a lot of effort, and he's a little bit of an undersized 5, but he rebounds really well, and he's physical and he's strong. And again, very solid defensively, drawing a lot of tough assignments there too. So Patrick was a really great contributor for us. I'm looking forward to his senior year too.
Talk about is Robbie Lang. So me and Robbie go way back. I've worked with Robbie for quite some time, and it is truly great to see how much this kid has grown up to become almost an adult. Robbie, I know you worked extremely hard. You were in here all the time in the summer. You're a multi-sport athlete. We really appreciate those sorts of players, and that is something that we like to have in our program. We expect a ton out of you next year, and I think you know that as well. So you're going to be great. You do great things. You listen. You're coachable. We love having you around, and we can't wait to work even more this summer and coming into the next year for the upcoming season, because you're going to be expected to have a great season. I know you will, because you're that type of person that puts forth that effort and wants it as bad as we all want you to be on the basketball court.
Next is sophomore Gavin O'Brien. Gavin, we were really, really high on, and we still are very, very high on. He gave us some great minutes early in the year, and he was one of the unfortunate kids that had multiple pauses throughout his season. Great ball handler, really good finisher, and he was shooting the ball incredibly well this year too. So, somebody that, when you look into the future of this program, he can be kind of the face of it. He's somebody that, we're very excited about in the future. Hit a huge shot in his JV game too, coming off that COVID pause where he hit the buzzer beater to win. And so we're really looking forward to Gavin's future.
I got number 22, Stan. Hey Stan, you had a great year this year. You really shown a lot of improvement throughout the year. I know you were coming back from football. You had a couple pauses throughout the year with COVID, but you did a great job of coming back and getting through that. And you contributed very well to this team. And we really look forward to what you're going to bring to us upcoming next year into your junior year. So sky's the limit for you. We look forward to seeing you out there playing football, and can't wait to get you back in the gym and get you back to work. Okay, thank you so much.
Last up, we've got Will DeClerc. Will is somebody that works really, really hard. He's one of the more consistent people who's in attendance at the open gyms. He's always working on his game. He's added a few different things, including that mid-range corner jump shot this year, where he shot that at a very high clip. And he's just getting better and better at finishing with his footwork. I know Coach K and him did a lot of work this year with the bigs. And that you could really see that down the stretch of the season where he made some really nice moves inside. As he continues to get bigger and stronger, he's somebody that we're really high on moving into next season and think he can be a really great contributor as well.
Those are all the players that I had, but again, I want to thank everybody for making this season very memorable for myself and for the coaches that I'm around every single day. So thank you, and we appreciate everything that everybody did to make this season great.
It's my pleasure to talk about our two seniors. While it wasn't a big class, this class was very important to our success. You're only as good as the leadership of your seniors, and our seniors did a wonderful job this year. Both seniors are three-sport athletes. Both seniors are dedicated hard workers, and both seniors have a team-oriented attitude. Our first senior, Nathan Robinson, is a 2-year letter winner. We're very proud of Nathan and his contributions in our program, and we wish him the best of luck in the future. Our second senior is a 3-year letter award winner, and that is Charlie Hudson. Charlie has meant a ton to our program on and off the court. We're very proud that Charlie will further his athletic career at Seton Hill University while playing lacrosse. Charlie and Nathan, thank you so much for your contributions in our program. We will miss you greatly. Welcome to this portion of the awards. These are our season awards. First, we're going to go to our category awards. For our top rebounder, with almost 7 rebounds a game, our top rebounder this year is junior Robbie Lang. Our next award is for our best foul shooter. This player shot over 80% from the foul line, which is the highest total that I've had personally in my over 10 years of coaching boys basketball. And our top foul shooter award goes to senior Charlie Hudson. Next up is our 3-point award winner. This year, our 3-point award winner took over 100 threes and made a team-high 38. Our top 3-point shooter for 2020-2021 is junior Braden Spees. One of the most important awards we give out every year is our most improved player. In order to win this award, we take where you left off last year and the growth of each player through the entire season. This young man won this award by steady work in practice each and every day. At the end of the season, this young man was a vital part of our rotation. This year's most improved player is Ian Thompson. The next award is our Pirate Award. Our Pirate Award is given to a young man who demonstrates all the qualities that we would want to have of a Rocky River Pirate. This hardworking, dedicated young man is also team-oriented and has a great attitude every day in practice. This young man is a leader in and out of the classroom and on and off the court. Our 2020-2021 Pirate Award winner is Tommy Beebe. This year's Triple Impact Award winner won this award in many ways. First, this young man is a 3-sport athlete. This young man participates in golf, basketball, and lacrosse. Secondly, this young man is a leader in the classroom, on the basketball court, and also in our student body. This young man is a member of our Superfans as well. Our 2020-2021 Triple Impact Award winner goes to Nathan Robertson. Next, I have the pleasure of giving out our Defensive MVP Award. This goes to our best defensive player. This young man can guard any position from the 1 through the 5. At many times during this year, we would put this young man on the best shooter to use his size and length to bother them. We also played this young man against some of the best bigs in the conference, and he was able to use his athleticism and his skill as a defender to lock them down. This year, we're very proud to award our defensive MVP to Charlie Hudson. Our last award is our team MVP. This young man finished first in points scored, second in total rebounds, first in assists, and first in steals. This young man rarely came out of the game and was a team leader both on the court and off the court. I'd like to congratulate our team MVP for the 2020-2021 season to Braden Spees.
I just would like to thank my parents and my family for sticking through us and supporting us throughout the whole season and how crazy it's been. Really appreciate all of you guys supporting us.
I'd like to thank my parents and my family for coming to all the games for the past 4 years.
I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, and all my family that have supported me over the past 4 years. I couldn't have done any of it without you guys. So thank you one more time.
I'd like to say thank you to my parents for coming to every single game and supporting me every single day throughout the season.
A big thanks to my parents for coming to all the games, even through the COVID times, and always being there to support me.
I would like to thank the fans and my mom and my dad for coming out to support me through this crazy year and through these cuts I've got. Just want to say thanks.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom, dad, and my brother Charlie for coming out every game and supporting me through this crazy season, and I look forward to next season.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, Gams, Grandpa, for coming to all my games and supporting me. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for coming to all my games, supporting me and the team, and just making the season the best season possible.
Beating Fairview and kicking Sean Mack in that face.
It's probably when Robbie went up to try to dunk it in game and just completely missed it. But it was close. It was close.
Probably when we beat Normandy, but also kind of glad I didn't get injured this year for the first time.
Probably the Ironman drill during practice when before Joe left. When Joe did that, just enter the clip.
The highlight of my career was freshman year going on the overnight trip. It was just a lot of fun to just like be around all the seniors when you were a freshman and all the upperclassmen like that.
I think it was definitely a really cool experience to go and play at St. Mary against some of the best competition in the nation, best team in the state. So I think it was definitely a cool experience.
My favorite moment from this season is probably when Pat was running at Z and it started yelling at him in his shot and he just totally airballed it. And then right after he did the exact same thing. That was probably the funniest moment of the season.
Highlight from my season was probably before the St. Vincent Mary game when Justin recreated the LeBron photo on the court. That was pretty funny. I like that.
My highlight is when we played Geneva and me and Pat were the only ones on the team that didn't score.
You know, don't take every day for granted. You know, go out there and take every day like it's your last and enjoy being out there with your friends and playing.
Stick with it. You never know what you got till it's gone. So
I think if you want to make it or if you want to play at the next level, you definitely got to prepare for it and work for it over the summer or whatnot. And it takes a lot of effort, and you just got to keep grinding to do it.
Just to work your hardest right now. You know, I'm already heading into my senior year, and this has flown by. Like I feel like I was just a freshman. So definitely in the summer, like work your butt off if you want to be on the varsity team next year. Just keep working.
To enjoy it because it goes by really fast.
Are you actually able to dunk?
Yeah.
Say an approximate time, how many times have you almost puked during practice?
Probably like 5 times, 5 or 6 times. After every time we got quarantined, that was one time every time.
Justin, how does it feel that you blew the Bay game when there was a 5-second violation and ruined the senior night?
Wait. Let me answer.
Okay.
I did blow that one play, but our star player, Braden Spees, went 1 for 10 from 3 and missed the game winner. So that's how I feel.
How has it been handling the fact that your younger brother will likely be better than you?
It's super tough to deal with.
Is it true that you got an offer from Kensington?
From Kensington? Yeah, Coach Fall. He was a big part in it. He's a major reason why I'll be attending Kensington my freshman year of college.
Seconds do you have to pass the ball in?
6.
Hi, I'm Nathan Robertson. This is Charlie Hudson. We're the 2 seniors for this basketball season. And first of all, we want to thank our families and our parents for supporting us throughout our long journey of 4 years of playing basketball at high school. And then we want to turn to the underclassmen, and we want to say that it's kind of obvious that a lot of people didn't really stick with basketball throughout our 4 years. It's just 2 of us right here. So we just want to say stick with it. It's all worth it in the end. And, you'll never know what you got till it's gone. So you must keep grinding and stick with the program.
We would like to thank the cheerleaders who cheered for us at all our home games this year and throughout all 4 years. And we'd like to thank Gordon, who's our ball boy, and Curtis, who makes sure we were all healthy.
We also want to extend a thank you to the custodial staff and the bus drivers for always driving us around and keeping our courts clean and stuff like that. So thank you to everyone who made this season possible, and thank you to everyone who made all 4 years possible. We couldn't have done it without you. So. Hi coaches. We just want to say thank you for sticking with us for such an unusual year. We had a great time. We're really miss having you guys as your coaches.
Parents and players, hope you guys enjoy your gifts.
We'd like to thank you for coaching us for the past 4 years in this crazy year.